Previously on Blue Ridge Survivor, Azurite settled down after a hectic first tribal council.
Enjoying ourselves in the vibes until we are put in that situation again.
After her mutiny, Shay was an open book about her former tribe.
And I just spilled all of my guts from the blue team to the green team.
Tyler found the powerful advantage at the mining excursion.
Congratulations, I found the hidden immunity idol, but no, it's not real, it's a fake idol.
After Azurite won immunity, the Malachite tribe could not overlook Rachel's tardiness, and her torch was snuffed.
Your time is spoken.
18 are left. Who will be voted out next?
I had a feeling that I was going to be the vote, just because nobody was really saying a name. So once I didn't hear anybody say a name, I kind of just had a feeling it was going to be me. So then I just had to write somebody's name down because obviously I couldn't vote myself. You know, everybody was nice and I did make connections, so I'm excited to make some, I made some friends.
I am not a physical liability. I think that's the most important thing, especially for like a female in this game. Like, I'm not a physical liability. When I say I can do something, I'll do it and I'll deliver. I'm also like a very authentic person, so I feel like I form trust with people really fast and really easily. If I vibe with you and you vibe with me, we're good. So I think that I'm going to be able to make some pretty tight alliances in the game.
Like the dog barking thing was not an issue last night.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so.
That's nice.
The sound, is there like any type of sound to it?
I'm an audiologist. My fun fact or unfun fact is that I'm very hard of hearing, so don't talk behind my back. Depends on like what hearing loss you have, things like that. So mine is like really bad across the board.
My weaknesses is that I don't speak up for myself often. I avoid confrontation in most of my day-to-day life, so I'm definitely putting that to the test, and that's definitely one of my biggest weaknesses.
A friend who had the hearing aid, and like if you were his partner, they would give you the microphone.
Yeah.
And so I'd always like hear their friends, and I was over here. I was like, like in the middle of class.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
fuck you, bro, fuck you.
But the one is like, I used to have it on the teacher, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. You always had it on the teacher.
And then the teacher would go to the bathroom.
Oh, sweet Jesus. And she'd forget about her? Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, my theme song, I couldn't really come up with a very I don't know. It's just one of my favorite songs. It's Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell. It's just a relaxed song about how much he loves his wife, which is very much me, so yeah.
I'm one of those types of people who enjoys type 2 fun, so who tortures myself and then says I did that later is like my best way of having fun. So I love these games. I'm a huge Survivor addict. I run the Survivor DC game.
I believe in you.
Like I was just doing for fun, but
it's like piece of paper.
Yeah, zoom in on that.
So last night I was having this conversation with Cody about conspiracy theories, and he was like, yeah, the moon landing isn't real, Antarctica is a circle around the world, and I was like, my guy, science just does not work that way. Science is cool because the evidence that you discover helps you reach a conclusion, and then you can do stuff and make calculations to said conclusion. Antarctica being a circle around the world don't work that way. All of our models of weather, air travel, star structures, whatever, that doesn't support that theory. It just doesn't.
I feel like if someone actively goes searching for that thing, everyone's gonna
That
know.
sentence.
Like, everyone's gonna be like, what you doing over there by yourself? Interesting.
What if we like scan the area as a group?
We could.
Like just nut to butt.
Like everybody find a buddy.
Everybody gets
Find the person you trust.
We can do the Survivor South Pacific prayer circle.
You know, he's very passionate, and I love that. So I'm gonna keep chit-chatting with him, maybe see some more theories that I don't really understand, and I think it's a really cool, fun friendship. The blood sacrifice.
Well.
Oh no.
And that's how we're gonna win the next challenge.
And then we're going to the Ritual and Tribal Council.
Oh no. I'm a jack of all trades, you know. I do a little bit of everything. I feel like I'm good at observing. I'm a very observant person. I'm good at active listening. So keeping track of like what people talk about, what they're all about. I'm really invested in people. I love their stories. I think that's just one of the best things about the game.
Every time I talk to Cody, like I feel like I'm talking to two different people.
Yeah, it's like he has so many different interests.
That don't necessarily seem like they align.
Yeah, right.
Someone asked like, oh, what's like the craziest conspiracy theory that you believe in? And then we were all just kind of like throwing around like dumb stuff, you know? I don't think we were like really getting into it. But
Flat Earther.
yeah, he kind of went into like this long thing about his different things he believes in, and Rye was like not really a fan. And
Yeah,
so
they
there
would
was
get into it a little bit. I left and took a shower.
Yeah, there was some back and forth, and we were all just like, okay, well, let's go to bed. I don't think that either one of them was like actually mad. It was just funny because we were all vibing so well, and then it like so abruptly, like the vibes just changed.
Yeah, like I hate the confrontation, so I was like.
For people who I'm looking to work with, I have two requirements. 1, how badly do you want to play this game? 2, how badly do you want to play this game with me? That's it. I don't care what type of player you are. You can be bad at Survivor, you can be a terrible liar, you can be a total snake and throw my name under the bus as many times as you need. I don't care. If you want to be here nearly half as bad as I do and want to work with me to get there, we're good.
I think I am really good at talking with people. I'm really good at communicating. I'm really good at making friends. Like I'm good with everybody in my tribe so far.
What would my theme song be? Let's see. I'd probably say Who I Am by The Score. I very much enjoy it whenever I'm down. I like listening to that song. It's basically just listening out of the lyrics like I make mistakes, but I myself, I don't break. That's who I am. It's just about owning yourself in the dichotomy of what you do. Yeah, I'm a good person, but I also make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but that's who I am, and people can take me who I am, or they cannot. And if they don't take me for who I am, then I don't need to be a part of it.
We know which one's scar. Do we have like some kind of distinction on the skin or something? Maybe like a scar?
Maybe like
Breathe.
My weaknesses are that I am too trusting of others. I'll put like my game in somebody else's hand, especially if I join an alliance.
I thought Hogwarts was over here. Oh, yeah. That's the wizard. Yeah, we're a wizard now.
Can you tell me what compelled you to play this game?
Oh, just knowing that the producers are good at casting people was a major thing, and also that I wanted to be a part of the journey to like make the passion that you guys have for making the live reality games like a big deal, and I want to be a part of that. I want to like help that happen. I want to be a part of that happening. I want to be on the cutting edge of the stuff that's happening nowadays. Weaknesses, I do sometimes say things before I mean to. If I keep something on my tongue, like something I want to say, I might say it at the wrong time. So, we'll see if that happens.
Wait, hold on. I got a question. You don't know what Avada Kedavra is? You never watched Harry Potter?
I have watched Harry Potter. I still memorize this cadaver.
Avada Kedavra?
Yeah, Avada Kedavra.
Forbidden curses are Avada Kedavra, which kills you, Imperius, which lets me control you, and Crucio, which makes you have excruciating pain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a party on the dark side.
It's a party on the dark side.
Okay, everybody, we have another round of KT tree mail.
Two are now out, but the third one's the charm.
Time for another challenge to protect yourself from harm.
Despite snakes on your tribe, who is that? You will need a guide to put things where they go, or there'll be no place to hide. It's the blindfolded puzzle.
Blindfolded snake.
Do you not see like the cluster of butterflies? Like right there? Oh yeah! Holy shit! Yeah!
Hey, give them privacy.
Yeah. The first one landed.
They can do whatever they want.
Pretty over here!
You got just the butterfly.
Yeah. Butterfly origin.
So players will select 2 callers from their group. They will then select 4 players who will listen to their directions. The remaining 2 tribe members will be putting together a slot puzzle at the end of this challenge.
One caller would be responsible for directing 3 different tribe members to collect 3 different bowling pins and return them to the play area. Once each have been placed inside of the pedestals, a puzzle piece will be awarded. The other caller will be responsible for directing a single tribe member to sort shapes into the cube. Once all shapes have been sorted, another puzzle piece will be awarded. Finally, when all puzzle pieces have been successfully earned, the puzzlers must solve the slot puzzle. The first tribe to fully complete the slot puzzle will win immunity. For Azurite, Courtney will be directing Yanae, Keenan, and Sam. And for the single caller, Rafa will be directing Zach. Finally, for the puzzlers, we have Maddie and Brian. For Malachite, Abby will be directing Shay, Emma, and Cody. For the solo caller, we will have Jason directing Megan. And lastly, for their puzzle, Sophie and Rob. Since they have 2 extra members, Malachite chose to set out Josh and Tyler.
3, 2, 1, begin!
All 3, forward. 1, 2. Okay. Emma, Cody, stop. Everybody go straight. Shay, turn a little bit to your left and walk forward. Quickly. 1, 2.
You have a diamond?
Let's skip it, go to the next one.
No, I want to.
You're almost there. Yep. Now you're gonna reach
Rhombus
for the trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
Yep. So your hand was on it, and your left hand. Yep, right there.
Which one?
Yep, right there. On your thumb. The right side, right hand. Yep. Top left corner. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Shay, turn a little bit to your left and walk forward. Quickly. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep going. You're good. Shift around. You go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, Yanae, stop. All right, Emma, bend down. 1 step to your right.
Okay, now we're looking for a rectangle. It's right over towards the box a little bit. Right underneath, you pick up 1. Yep, right there with your fingers. Boom. Drop that in.
It's a diamond.
Oh, sorry, that's a diamond. Okay, sorry, that's fine. Yep, rotate it. Perfect. Yep, nailed it. Okay, keep going.
And then you're gonna reach for a diamond.
I have this. Where's
I
this
don't
go?
think that's it.
Okay.
It's right next to it though. Yep, right there.
This?
Nope. Up 1. Right there. Yep.
This?
Oh wait. Okay, that's not the piece. That's on me.
All right, stop. All right, Emma,
Bend down.
1 step to your right. Pick it up.
Forward.
Speed and walk. Okay, Cody, turn slightly to your right and walk. Right to your left. Pick it up.
Yep, nailed it. Okay, keep going. Now, yep, right underneath where your hand is, you're gonna pick up that yellow. Yep, in that spot. Right.
Yellow like a female.
Sorry. Take your hand, move it
towards the box. Towards the box. Yep, go up. Yep, pick up. I'm sorry, the one right here. Oh, the one right here. To your right.
Zap. So lower. Yep, right there. Perfect. You had it. No. Flip it a little bit. Good. Turn it counterclockwise. Yep.
It's not going in.
It's not going in?
No.
What the heck? Okay, next. Okay, we're just gonna skip this one. You're gonna go for a square now. It's right next to your left hand, like right now. Nope. A little bit higher. Yep. And it's gonna go in there. Yep. So
it's gonna go
top
where?
left corner of this same side. So
There?
flip it over a little bit. Flip it over to the other side. Flip it over the other way. Like you're flipping. Yeah, flip it over the other way again. Yep, right there. Perfect.
Bend down. A little bit more to the left. A little bit more to the left. Down. Right there.
All right, pick it back up. Yep, you're right there.
Sam, stop.
Emma, stop right there for now. Keep going, Cody. Okay, stop. Turn towards me and walk. Thank you. Shay, 2 steps forward. 3. Yep, it's right to your left. Pick it up.
Right here. Yep, see that finger, that pinky finger? Yes, that's your rectangle. Yep.
Reach around it. And it's gonna go in the top left corner of the backside. So if you're
Is that top right?
That's top right. So this is gonna be my
Is that top left? There
Yep,
we go.
Perfect. Right there. Perfect. And it's gonna be on the bottom of that same side on the back. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's in. There we go.
There we go.
Exactly for me. Yep. Follow the sound of my voice. Yep. Okay. 4 more steps. 2, 3, 4. All right. Bend down. I want you to feel it. It's right to your left. Yep. All right. Cody, to the left. Stop. Yep. Bend down. It's right there. It's all right. Pick it back up. Yep. You're right there.
By finishing this portion of the challenge, Malachite has earned a puzzle piece, with Azurite looking not too far behind them.
So if you need to move the thing around, you can, the black thing.
Yes.
That's it. Okay, that one's done. That quarter of your piece is there. Give it to your puzzle makers. I can't start until I get the last one.
Just rotate a little bit. Rotating. Oh wait, hold on.
5, that's
yeah,
6.
5 is right underneath you. 5 is right there. Cool. Hexagon is to your left hand. It's the farthest piece. Right there. Yep. Nope, sorry. Okay.
This has got 8 sides.
That's 8 sides.
Okay, so now you're gonna reach for a whatever 5 sides is. It's okay. Next to your left hand, like on the other side. So reach to the left. Yep.
Now you have that. Yes, correctly. Next piece over. Yeah, right there. Okay, there's only 2 left. All right, right there. Yep. So, yep, correct.
Yep.
Here.
Now flip it over. Yep. Flip it the other way. Now flip it the other way. So not like, yep. You had it. Other way. Right there. Just keep it right there. Yep.
Okay.
Now up and to the left. Twist it a little bit. Just twist it. The other way. Yep. Yep. There you go. No. Not that way.
Maybe we do have it right. Okay. Rotate the box.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. Last one. Last one.
I think it's this. Yeah. Hold on. It's like a rhombus. It's like a parallelogram.
It's a parallelogram. Got
Yes.
it. Go to the diamond section.
Okay. Rotate.
This way?
Yep.
One puzzle piece left.
Yes.
They can start the puzzle. Who will get it first?
No, other one down. Yeah. There you go. Boom. Boom.
Check.
Yes.
You're good. You're good.
Your pieces.
Jason, grab your puzzle piece.
With both tasks complete, Malachite can now work on their puzzle.
That's like I would think it would go in that way that you just had it. It seems to not want to go in.
Can we try a different shape? Like, would it go in a different shape?
Yes, it definitely would. It would go in that same back left.
Okay.
We got it. So sorry.
They're smarty pantses.
Y'all are doing great.
Left hand is where it goes.
Okay, so where am I going now?
So back left corner. No. You had it, so not that side, but on the other side of it. So on the back side of the box.
So I ended up having her get the one on the left and him the one in the middle, and they were super
The back side. So this side of the box?
Nope. So
this
one
side
right in between. So where your left hand is right now. That's
okay. This
yep.
side.
Yep. And now top right corner on my side. Yep, right there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, done. Done.
Rob, take this piece to your puzzle.
Am I good?
Yep.
Azurite, now also on the final stage of the challenge, Malachite has a bit of a lead.
Don't worry about that. You can figure that out.
Yep, there's that one right there. I might be wrong, but I think. I don't know if they go here. Let's see if it's. Yep.
Both tribes making a lot of progress here.
Go there, but these two, this is definitely the right piece. It's just in the wrong spot.
Azurite seems to have taken a slight lead here, but it's definitely still very close.
Oh, this is wrong. This is here.
That's going to be the end.
Wait.
These ones are left. Okay. But this one is going to go at the middle right here, which means that everything else is to slide down.
Yep. This one.
What? Oh, this one.
This later.
No, this. Keep these all over.
Done. That is correct. I can't high five. Way to go. Alright guys, good job guys. Good job. I can't high five. Way to go. Sorry, not yet. Azurite, you are the winners of this immunity challenge, so here you go. This is for you all. Alrighty here, so for now, for you all, that is all I got. Please head back to camp and enjoy the next little bit off.
Alright, lo and behold, we've won. I'm so happy to be on this tribe. Brian came in clutch today, and you know what? It's crazy because I think if we went to tribal council next, I'd be going home. But you know what? It's opportunity, man. I bet I could skip even the roughest of stones. Pretty good. Ah. Damn it. Okay. One more. Alright. That's good.
For the mining excursion this round, Azurite chose to send Courtney from their tribe and Sophie from the Malachite tribe.
First elimination was a little rough.
Yeah, ours as well.
Yeah, everything kept
It's
changing.
just, yeah.
every, like, couple of minutes.
You guys had a lot of debating going on for it.
Yeah, I think we debated for like the full 45 minutes that we had.
I gotcha. Green side's pretty good. Everybody gets along really well.
That's good.
We didn't get too much sleep. We were all hanging out till 2 a.m.
Sophie received a Nutrigrain bar, and Courtney received a PB&J party, where she must select 2 other players from her tribe to join her.
Okay, so Courtney has just finished her mining excursion. Whilst on this mining excursion, she won a PB&J party. Oh! She can pick 2 of you to join her on this PB&J extravaganza.
each player will receive a single PB&J sandwich.
Nice.
So Courtney, please select which 2 people you would like to bring with you for this PB&J extravaganza.
Who is like super hungry? Is there anybody that's like, I am feeling lightheaded, I felt lightheaded in the last round, I need food?
I'm getting close.
Okay, Zach, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 3. Or sorry, 1 and 10. 1 and 10. 6.
8.
4 is 5. So I have like
4 and 6
and 4, so that was over. So 4.
Okay.
Ryan asked him, "Oh, have you seen the food?" He's like, "What food?" He goes by the stairs. So Keegan's over there by the stairs and yelling, "What stairs?"
Yes.
So unless he's an incredible actor,
yeah,
I don't know if he has it. Do you think if he had it, he would have played it at the first trial, or do you think like when did that food pop up?
I don't think he would have played it because we had like confirmed with him like
Okay.
you're not going up. So I don't think that he would have played it. This go around, I think he will if he has it.
Yeah.
So we would have to think of a second who else it would be.
That's a great acting on his part if he would have sat playing out because he was like acting like he couldn't see like where it was and acted like he had no idea what Ryan was talking about when he talked about the clue.
Yeah.
So like, would Maddie have it?
I don't know because Maddie's also playing with the rocks in the river with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have less food than we do, and we have less people than they do. So I feel like people might be getting hangry over there soon because they have peanut butter and I don't know what else they have.
And some Cheerios.
That is true. I didn't think about how like stocked we are between the sometimes we crush the granola, the bread, the crackers.
Courtney.
Zach. And Sam.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
Yeah. Where do I start? So we lost the challenge. My bad. Like for real. Like I should have had the puzzle, and I feel like I'm in the shithole. I feel like Sophie also feels super stressed about it. Not vote Sophie out based on seeing that puzzle. But I also don't know who to vote out.
Really sucks to lose because the first vote was so unanimous and obvious that now it's like lines might have to start getting drawn soon, and that's the game we signed up to play, but it still doesn't make it any easier when you have to go and do it.
It's the first round I think we actually have to have very big discussions in the tribe. Everyone pretty much came together to vote out Rachel last time. None of us really feel good about it. We had a big talk while we were walking back to camp about how guilty we all felt about it. But now we don't really have the quote-unquote easy option anymore. I don't like throwing those options, but I feel like the great like amount of people on this tribe is like 2 people that is the best.
It's me, I know.
It's not you. It's Shay mostly just because she's also new. That feels creepy, and I think she's very clean up and trying.
Yeah.
And the other one is just because I don't know, I feel like I don't want to like the best with them. I think it's okay, but I feel like I never
Have we gotten any game talk from him at all?
No, I haven't honestly.
No? Not really? No. So that may be a different thought process. Yeah. I mean, we do have to make some conversations happen.
Yeah, like we should talk to other people.
Yeah.
For sure.
There is 2 people whose names are out there. Both of those people are lovely humans. So there is Shay, who is our newest member, and then there is not Zach. His name. Okay, hold on. His name is not Zach. His name is. Damn it. I don't remember that guy's name every single time. His name's not Zach. It's not Max. It's that guy. Cody. Yeah, it's Cody. That guy. I suck at life. Okay, so Cody is the other name that's out there. I don't have a strong desire to keep either of them or a strong desire to vote either of them, but I feel like I'm just going to go with the tribe here.
I don't want to vote anyone out, to be honest, but like, we got to play the game. So somewhere, we got to make a decision. I don't want to just talk in circles like, hey, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like, well, at some point someone has to throw something out.
I kind of feel like I have to be like the one to figure it out and start spreading the information. It takes so long to spread the information. You have to tell this person, they have to tell that person, you have to tell that person, everyone has to talk with everyone. So it's not productive to do that without a plan in mind. That's kind of like the difficult balance I'm having trouble finding right now.
Here's one observation. When Tyler comes back, he talks to me, and I think he was sitting here, and he was mentioning what happens over on the other side. And he says, you know, there's a couple pallets or whatever full of sand. You pick one. Some could have 0, some could have 1, or some could have 2 items. Which struck me because if there's 2 potential items, he showed us 1. And then he had a granola bar, that's 2. So he did get 2 items. That could be the case for the rest of the game.
I also thought the fool's gold thing was kind of like...
Well, I mean, that seems maybe reasonable. Fool's gold, it kind of goes with the theme of it. Maybe that's just him being very
also
creative.
Seems like a very reasonable thing to say when you don't want to say, I got a hint, I got the I got this, you know what I mean?
That's very true. And he didn't immediately go over there, but I don't know, that is very curious.
But I really like him. I like being around him. But I think that's worth
it's considering
digging into maybe a little more. You vibe with Megan.
She's sweet. I mean, she's awesome. You know, I think she's a very dangerous individual. If I'm being a little honest, she's very dangerous because of the dynamic. But you know, in tribal council, like she was saying, you know, because she's so vocal, she's afraid of that, which rightfully so. I do feel mostly confident. Usually, I can tell when people are being untruthful most of the time, but in this game, it is really hard to tell.
I feel like I haven't connected as much with Cody as I have with everybody else. And then Shay's just, you know, I guess. It feels weird saying that because I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm going to feel like shit.
Yeah,
but
heard.
Yeah. I think it's just, you know, the odd one out, and it's just, you know, really want to do try unities it up. That's like the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
But I don't know if everyone truly wants to do that or not because she's super nice and like she's trying, you know, she's like she's participating, she's doing her thing. Like I can't knock her for that.
No.
Of those probably Shay, that I think is and not for any personal reasons either, just that we've kind of had like less time.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Everything's done. I just talked to Megan, and she was just basically saying how, like, we were not throwing any names out yet, but I was just trying to figure out who's, like, more likely to talk, because we were going over people who would most likely throw out names, and we already ruled out Cody, because he wouldn't say name, like, ever.
Right.
So I was just coming over to kind of talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I think we were talking about it's like.
I figure people are going to be talking about me because I just came in today.
Well, and that's a fair assumption, but like I feel like we're kind of like not. We don't want to just vote out women, you know. So.
I know. It's just like I expect it if my name is brought up, but I also don't know how to defend myself here.
But, and like you've been working hard to try.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not like. Yeah, it's not like Rachel or.
Yeah, no, yeah, like this is definitely something like that we're all like talking about all of our options with, because like this one's not easy like the last one.
It's starting to get real now. Shit's hitting the fan. We're gonna start drawing the lines here. I'm feeling good as of right now, at least as good as one can feel.
I've been focused on like who we want out, who can get with us. I think we should keep some leadership. Yeah, I think she's valuable in challenges. Yeah. Everyone else is don't think
Okay.
Right after that, Jason pulls aside Josh and I, and Jason immediately says, Shay or Cody, that's what we're doing. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I didn't have to throw out the names, that's wonderful.
I have a really good personal connection with Cody. I would have a hard time doing that, but I also understand that.
Well, who would you?
You see, that's the thing, I don't have anything to learn.
Personally, I've been having a lot of really cool close connections with Cody. We've been talking about how he has a lot of different beliefs and different things, and how cool it is to have people who have different thoughts and different ideologies like come together and share their thoughts and work on different perspectives. And he's somebody who's busted his ass off in challenges. He's somebody who I really have a genuine connection with and would love to keep working with.
It seems like that's probably what's gonna end up doing. Just because she can't be the other tribe, it seems the easiest.
But
yeah. obviously the easiest, and I mean, I haven't talked with her that much since she went over. I talked to her a little on day 0, but not much since, because I mean, since we got her, we just lost. So it's kind of like, no, not a lot of personal connection, just a lot of like, I gotta run, we'll have to run around, but try not to get voted out.
Yeah, no, I get that. That makes some sense for sure.
Is that what you're hearing too, or are you hearing different?
I'm not really hearing anything in terms of like who to vote specifically for. It's more or less just an idea of like who don't we want to vote out kind of thing. That's usually mostly the conversations I've had.
That sucks for her. That means she's getting voted out twice, basically, right? Because she's going to get voted out on the last time. But I'm gonna say I'm not gonna vote. And I've had conversations. Shay also wouldn't be voting for you.
We've had some time to talk. There's a lot of names. I am actually one of the names. But most people have been reassuring me that I'm not going to be voted, which might just be them all coming together to tell me all these things. Which is good. I'm fighting for you. Yeah. I'm fighting for you to stay.
Have a good alliance of 5 here, still Abby, Ride, Jason, and Emma, which we're going to kind of swing things here.
I think some people want it.
They get from this vote, doesn't matter who it is or whatever. So my priority is obviously just
Cody's down for the house. Shay probably would too.
She would too. I don't think so for the challenges. I think she's what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I was in my mind, and like I'm not saying this to kind of people like not as close as this, but in my mind it's either Tyler or Megan. I haven't talked strategy with either of them, not because I don't want to, just because it hasn't happened. It's like, I can't have an alliance with everyone.
Right.
Everyone's a little hesitant to like throw out names, even though there is probably a majority group that's like, all right, we're working together, but I think everyone's hesitant to be seen as like the one driving it. Because of the fool's gold thing?
No, it's not going to do that. It's strictly about I'm connecting with, I've made my group that I want to work with, and for the people outside the group, see how they're going to be some strategic talk.
Okay.
My only concern is that our groups and Sophie is like very tight.
They're very tight?
Yeah, so
him and Tyler and Sophie are?
Yeah.
Done. So we don't tell Sophie the plan at all?
Yeah.
Sophie's tight. Dang it. I think they've got a little thing going on.
I get the vibe that they're like frenemies almost. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get.
We're coming to the reality that like we're not in La La Land anymore, and people are playing the game harder now. A lot more strategy, a lot more kind of like assurances being given. Cody doesn't have a strategy and wants to stay.
Exactly. So it's two stragglers and some.
Yeah. So we just spread the word. Look, it's Tyler. And what are we?
I think it's a distraction. She's so lost. I mean, again, like that's what it is. Like she's not getting any quieter. It's true.
Oh no, I'm gonna be like the mean girls
so that's kind
of this cut.
Abby and I have a really good relationship. I know she's married to Zach on the other tribe, so I have to take that into consideration. But on this tribe, she's actually my #1, and I think she, aside from myself, I think she has the most overt influence over people, which is a good person to be aligned with. David does that.
Was it like a consideration?
It all started over there because I don't remember who got it. Shay was Abby. She did. I talked to Abby, and I just talked to Shay. They're on board with the and because of that sense of so I thought that if there is like obviously the news, but like if we say that plays out, then I would see the conversations next time.
What is the reason for voting on Tyler, can I ask?
What's the first time you did it?
For me, it's just I'm not going to look at the tribe.
Yeah.
And so I have to go in and Cody has to conversation.
Personally, I would like to see Cody. That's just where I stand.
Between them, I would rather go Shay. So if that's what everyone's doing, that's what I'll do.
That sounds like that's most people's consensus. Except for I think. My whole thing is I want to work with people who are fighting me here because I want you to like that, like, and I can see it on your face and you want you to really like that.
I do. That's why I'm trying to talk to everybody and be like, I have to do what I have to do, and of course, if it comes down to me, other people have to do what they have to do. But I'm going to I'm going to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love everything about this conversation. I go to have a conversation with Shay, and Shay's like, I'm fighting my ass off to be here, and that's like everything that I want to hear from somebody saying who's trying to fight and stay in the game. It's everything I value in an ally. I haven't talked to you at this point, so we haven't really had a connection. But that's everything I want to hear. So now I'm torn because she is fighting her ass off, and Cody's kind of down in the dumps. So maybe you'll vote out Cody.
Is Jason on board with me? He does not want to vote me, right? Jason does not want to vote me, and Rye does not want to vote me.
It's not you. But vote with us.
It was gonna be Shay, but Abby kind of realized like Shay really wants to work with us, and I really want to work with Shay.
It's either me or you. That's all I need.
I'm gonna marry you.
Who else would it be?
It's very nice. Because I said I'd rather know what it is than like be surprised that I got it.
So you're just telling me?
Yeah, sometimes. And that's like we just kind of had to have a. She was really trying to suss us out.
And I just think that, you know, we're getting to a point where we kind of need to start, unfortunately, drawing the lines in the sand.
Comfortable with the you know what I mean? Like if this communication line is just have to go with the majority at the same time, if we can work together, it's not.
Both of us all.
A little worried about things. The slight chance that telling me these things.
I do kind of feel like I ended up being one of the drivers of this vote's decision, even though I didn't like set out to be or necessarily want to be, but at some point we had to make a decision.
I need to talk to Shay because Shay, I feel like feels very uncomfortable with what I'm doing.
For me, it's more about keeping the people here that I do want to work with and I know I can work with, and we've been building that trust.
Oh, you guys. I just got overheated, and I told them this as well, you guys, and I knew you guys would be with me like, oh, really fun, it's no big deal. I literally started feeling sick like halfway through that puzzle, so I feel like I was not pulling as much weight as I could have, and I'm so sorry.
No apologies. It was hot.
It was hot, and I like was like feeling it and feeling it and feeling it. I literally, you guys, like I literally was sweating so much. I literally sweat through the bottom part of my jean shorts.
Yeah,
jean shorts.
Can we not do jean shorts?
No more jean shorts. After the last challenge, I found myself severely overheated. Ended up kind of sick for the last hour and a half. I'm better. I just got overheated. And also, I just want to say, I know you guys are all going to be like, don't worry about it. I know what you're going to say. But also, I feel like I kind of screwed up that puzzle. But I also was kind of feeling like I was going to start throwing up then. And I was like, I just got to finish this. So.
You're literally, you look so beautiful.
You literally look a whole new person.
Like you always do.
Thanks,
like,
you guys. Thanks so much.
Seems like the vote is going towards Shay tonight, and I feel bad, but the reason is, you know, we really want to try and stay unified as best we can as a tribe, and unfortunately she mutinied from another tribe. We haven't, and then we've lost pretty much since that has happened.
If things go the way I'm expecting things to go tonight, this will just be the Band-Aid being ripped off of the Malachi tribe. It sucks to vote anyone else off, but you gotta do it. and I would rather strike first than be hit.
I agree that if we do that, like bring people into the vote, that's going to blow shit up.
Right.
But I'm also worried about not having everyone united on one vote in case there's like a swap, and it's going to obviously blow up the other bottom. So it feels like I'm in a good, safe position within my alliance, but I'm not in a position where I can pull the strings the way I want them to be, which fucking sucks. I think I'm surviving the vote, but we're not thriving the vote. So we'll see how this goes.
Be like really clear, like, don't be saying this outside of us. Like,
I am not excited about this vote at all. And I think that Megan is gonna freak out when it happens. But you know, we gotta start voting people out. So yeah.
Sounds like everybody's gonna go with Shay. So, yay, go team.
I am feeling confident, but I'm never gonna be super confident. So
We made sure that we had majority, but we're using me as a decoy. It's fine if my name is like the decoy, and we tell everybody they're voting for me, but in the end, like, I hope you don't like me.
So the majority decision being made by the team is going to be majority team decision here. I'm not too much a part of that actual decision, other than I know what they're going for. That's all I'll say for now.
We have to make a call. We have like 5 seconds.
So who do we have?
The thing is, I don't want to be walking up to my allies and them to be like waiting for me to speak.
Right. Yeah.
I want to be accountable. I want to
Welcome back to the second Malachite tribal of the season.
Second and last. Like a couple of hours have been a lot more tense and serious and strategic than it was before. Before, I would say it was just like silly, goofy vibes. And now it is feeling a little more tense.
Yeah, I feel welcome, but I also feel like I expect my name to be done out immediately because I would be the leader, but for the most part, everybody's
On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable do you feel? Please elaborate with that. 1 is uncomfortable, 10 is like
I'm gonna give myself a solid 4. Because I know that I'm always like, in Survivor, I'm always like a little paranoid and a little uncomfortable. But these people have done such a good job of like coming up to me and making me feel comfortable. They've literally doubled my comfortability from 1 to 2. which is progress. It is also terrifying because I do trust these people.
I think for me, the most important thing at this time of the game is just solidifying the bonds that we've been creating over the past 36 hours. It's a long game, and you don't get to where you want to go without just by yourself. You need people to do it, and those relationships start.
everything was a little bit more in flux this time for sure, and then the more ideas were bounced around, the more things changed, and so it's kind of a whirlwind for sure.
I think for the most part I still feel up to speed. I will say there's always that question when you miss out on like an hour and a half of the day, an hour of the day. I have no idea how long that was probably. There's always the question of, you know, did I miss some key moments or key information that could have been passed around? There's definitely always that question, but for the most part, I mean, I feel like I trust my tribe and I feel pretty filled in. So
It's terrifying because I know that, you know, we have to vote each other out, and you know, the only way to kind of show your loyalty is to show your loyalty, like to actions speak louder than words.
I do trust the people amongst my tribe. Kind of like what Ryan was saying earlier, there's always that nugget in you that's like, you know, they could be playing against me. I have no idea. There's a good chance I could get votes tonight, and I don't know, I might. You know, I'm not going to say that I can sit here and feel like I'm making it through this one. I have no idea. But in general, yes, I trust the people that I talk to. Everyone on the tribe. I trust everyone on the tribe.
On a scale 1 to 10, how confident are you that the person you are voting for is going to be voted out?
How confident can you be, right? There's idols and what have you, and I could say yes, 100%. The person who I'm going to vote for, the person who I was told I'm going to vote for, is going to be the person that goes with. But there's never any certainty. I never ever at 100%. I would say, I don't know, a good majority percent, like that's like 51%.
Okay, so maybe like a 5.1 on a
Like a 5.1 out of 10, I don't know, something like that. But, oh, right, out of 10. I'm sorry, I'm not a math teacher. But like that's kind of where I feel. Like I want to say yes, but it's Survivor. And a yes is never just simply yes.
So Sophie, you're up to vote first.
The least informed but up first. This is wild, you guys. The outrage.
So why are we dividing the tribe for no reason? So it's either I'm going home or we're making a stupid move.
Sense of uneasy worry all about me. That's probably not a good sign.
Who am I voting for?
Anyone has an idol or an advantage and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, great. I'll read the vote. First vote. Shay. The next vote. Tyler. 1 vote Shay, 1 vote Tyler. Shay. That's 2 votes Shay. Shay. That's 3 votes, Shay. Tyler. That's 2 votes, Tyler. 3 votes, Shay.
That was good. Blur.
That was the first time a vote looked like that for me.
Tyler. That's 3 votes, Tyler. 3 votes, Shay. Tyler. That's 4 votes, Tyler. Tyler. That's 5 votes, Tyler. The third player voted out of Blue Ridge Survivor is Tyler. Tyler, that's 6. That's enough. Please bring me your tour. All right. All good. No hard feelings. Tyler, you of course will have a chance to come back into the game, but for now, the tribe is spoken. Time for you to go. I better see an Azurite in there next.
We'll see you.
Sorry, I wish we had talked more.
Nothing personal. Just hopefully trying to establish my position on this tribe. Tyler, my vote is for you. This is so stupid. I'm sorry.
My name is in the mix, so it's either you or Shay. Some people want to work with Shay. I also want to work with Shay. So unfortunately, Tyler, this is it.
Tyler, I'm voting for you today. Nothing personal, just need to draw that line today.
I think I have an alliance with a lot of people to vote Tyler. And I kind of have to, so. Sorry, Tyler.
I have been gone for an hour and a half, so the majority says we're voting Shay. I'm sorry, baby girl, love ya.
Voting for Shay because they told me to. And honestly, she's not been here long with like all the people. And I didn't feel really strongly about this vote. So
So I'm sorry if it is you. Also, I know that you have an immunity idol in your pocket, and I know that you're going to be using that tonight. So if I go home because of an immunity idol in your pocket that we chose not to do anything about, I'm voting for you in the jury.
Voting for Shay today, I don't feel good about it. I don't think I'm going to feel good about any votes moving forward. I feel like a bad person. I'm hoping this is where the vote's going to go. Nothing personal, but I think there's a good chance that it might not. I don't know. I heard some things very last minute. I don't know what's going on anymore, but I'm going to do what I said I was going to do.
That is all for this episode of Blue Ridge Survivor. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time.
Jeez, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what the fuck on camera, but what the actual fuck.
With immunity back up for grabs, can Malachite end their losing streak and send Azurite back to Tribal Council? And find out who is the 4th player to be voted out of Blue Ridge Survivor.
Now it's time to cut him and bring your family out.
We'll see you next time.
I hope the majority is 7-3.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Anything else?
Very serious. Let's try this.
Let's worry.
Let's worry for us.
Working.
The fears. I love it. Try this again.